The case of Katie Wallis, the former Conservative MP who's been sentenced for harassing her ex-wife, this case deserves careful attention, not just because it involves a public figure, because it raises complex questions about justice, mental health, gender identity, and political accountability. Katie Wallis, previously known as Jamie Wallis, served as a Conservative MP for Bridgend in South Wales from 2019 to 2024. She made history as the first UK openly transgender MP in 2022. Yet public significance offers no immunity from personal collapse, and Cardiff Magistrates Court heard that between February and March 2025, Wallis sent 4 abusive text messages and 1 voice note to her ex-wife, Rebecca Lovell, whom she divorced in 2024 after their relationship broke down in 2020. These were not trivial quarrels. The messages included obscenities, accusations of cock hunting, demands for £350,000 within 15 minutes, and curses wishing that Miss Lovell and her father never have a happy moment again. The victim's words in court were devastating. Miss Lovell described herself as an overstimulated adult, constantly in fight or flight, saying the abuse had destroyed the woman she used to be. She had installed CCTV out of fear, and her victim impact statement made clear that this was not a matter of a single ill-judged outburst, but a prolonged pattern of intimidation that left her feeling unsafe in her own home. The district judge, Rhys Williams, handed Wallis a 12-month community order to include 12 days of rehabilitation activity, a £1,264 fine, and a 12-month restraining order barring all contact with Miss Lovell. And this sentence is notable for its focus on rehabilitation rather than custody. And the judge balanced punishment, protection of the victim, and recognition of Wallis's complex personal circumstances. Indeed, much of the defence argument turned on Wallis's mental health. Narita Baha KC described her client as having PTSD, depressive disorder, and adjustment disorder, partly linked to the profound difficulties of gender transition. Wallis had been sectioned under the Mental Health Act after sending the final message and was arrested later. The defence argued that the Police and Crown Prosecution Service might have handled the matter without a full prosecution, suggesting a failure of compassion or coordination in dealing with mental health crises. And here lies an ethical dilemma. How should justice systems respond when a perpetrator is also seriously unwell? The victim is still a victim. There's no easy answer. The court recognised the need for accountability while mandating treatment, which arguably strikes the most humane balance available. And this case also invites reflection on politics and public trust. Wallis's status as the UK's first openly transgender MP was groundbreaking, but political pioneers must meet the same standards as any citizen. There cannot be special exemptions for harassment and intimidation. Indeed, the Conservative Party has already distanced itself from Wallis after previous legal trouble in 2022 when she was fined and banned from driving after crashing into a telegraph pole and fleeing the scene. Public figures embody civic trust, and when they betray it, punishment must be certain, proportionate, and transparent. Katie Wallis's sentencing is neither a triumph nor a tragedy. It's a portrait of human complexity, and it shows the harm caused by harassment, how words become weapons that imprison other people in fear. It also shows the importance of recognizing mental health crises without excusing criminal behavior. In the end, justice in this case lay in acknowledging both the need for punishment and the duty to help the offender confront her demons. It is perhaps the very definition of a civilized response. I hope this case encourages us to think more deeply about justice, accountability, and the compassion required to hold people responsible while recognizing their humanity and to provide help to victims.